were nights I cried so quietly that even I couldn't hear myself. Nights where the only thing I could give God was my tears, but He counted everyone, He held everyone, and somewhere in the silence
turned into prayers.
her tears turned into prayers when she couldn't speak. Her cries became the strength she'd need next week. He heard every whisper in her darkest fears. He turned her heartbreak into holy tears. Her tears turned into prayers, and heaven knew every drop she cried was a doorway God walked through.
I remember holding myself so tight I could barely breathe, saying, God, why does this sorrow never leave? But Psalm 56:8 said, you keep my tears in your book. Heavy shaking breath, heavy pleading look. I didn't know if you were near or far, but Jeremiah 29:13 said, you know where my heart is scarred. I felt forgotten by the people who once held my hand, but Isaiah 41:10 said, you helped me stand. I cried until my chest burned and my voice was gone, but you turned my weakness into a secret dawn. You met me in the silence where I felt unseen, and whispered, daughter, I know exactly where you've been.
Her tears turned into prayers when she couldn't speak. Her cries became the strength she'd need next week. He heard every whisper in her darkest fears. He turned her heartbreak into holy tears. Her tears turned into prayers, and heaven knew every drop she cried was a doorway God walked through.
Yeah. The one who cried alone in your room, thinking sorrow was a sentence instead of something God could bloom. Psalm 34:17 says He hears the righteous cry. That's why He held you close every time you asked why. You thought your tears were wasted, like they fell unseen, but heaven caught every tear before it hit your skin. Mark 11:24 says He answers when you pray. That means your tears spoke faith on the days you couldn't pray. You're not weak, you're not broken in the way you think. You're stronger than the silence that pulled you to the brink. Lift your chin, you survived nights that should have crushed your breath. Your tears didn't drown you, they carried you back to Him instead.
Psalm 126:5, they that sow in tears shall reap in joy. Revelation 21:4,
You wipe tears no pain can destroy.
you are close when my heart breaks.
Faith still finds what prayer makes.
You heard me even when I couldn't speak. Her tears turned into prayers when she couldn't speak. Her cries became the strength she'd need next week. He heard every whisper in her darkest fears. He turned her heartbreak into holy tears. Her tears turned into prayers, and heaven knew every drop she cried was a doorway God walked through. You heard me.
He held me.
My tears spoke when I had no words.
Your tears were never wasted, not one.
He turned them into prayers, and those prayers moved His heart.